I'm Deb. I'm with my husband, Roger King. I can't even find the words to what I just experienced, but
it's a first, that's for sure.
I never have experienced this. So I'm up in Colorado Springs right now. I was there to see a client of mine and socialize their German Shepherd Arlo with Nigel and introduce Roger. So we've got Nigel in the back. And halfway through the lesson, I see this little black, tiny Pomeranian. I actually thought it was this couple who was walking about 20 yards ahead, but as I saw that they were getting further and further away, I go, "Is that your dog?" And they said, "No." And so there's a couple people at the park, and I was like, "Is this your dog? Do you know whose dogs it is?" And then finally somebody said, "Oh yeah, we see him around all the time. I think he lives up there." And so I'm like, okay, well, so I wanted to be able to help get him back home. So I start to follow him, and as I get closer and closer, I notice something really odd with his mouth. And finally, I see that he has one tooth. Let me see if I can get a picture of it.
There he is. His name's Nene.
Hold on. That's literally hanging by a thread. I actually thought that maybe he was attacked by a coyote or an animal or something. But now, as I had gotten closer, I could see that his teeth are, the two that he has left, maybe he has one or two more at the top, are completely abscessed and literally falling out of his mouth. His gums are completely diseased. His breath stinks like crazy.
So I went door to door asking people, do you know who's got a little black dog that's walking around? And it was the third house on the left. People said, it's our next door neighbors, their dog. So I ring the doorbell, a little girl answers, and is your mom home? Yeah, she gets her mom. I said, do you have a dog? A little dog? He's loose out in the park? Yeah, it's Nene. You think you might want to get your dog? And she goes, yeah, I guess so. I'll come get him.
Meanwhile, he was in his back. The whole fence in the back is down because they're doing stuff on in their backyard, landscaping and whatnot. And the whole back fence is down. So Nene is going back and forth on these rocks, and I can't catch him, but I don't want to let him go, and he's growling and snarling, and because he's scared. And so finally, my client, Bailey Brown, thank you so much for being so understanding, comes around with this lady, and she's young. She's got her daughter with her. And I said, "Is this your dog?" And she goes, "Yeah." And I said, "I have been trying to capture him for the last 20 minutes. And I said, his mouth is really infected. Look. And his teeth are practically falling out, and he needs vet care." And she goes, "Oh, well, okay." And you knew that that wasn't going to happen. So I'm going to put this vent on you because I think he's cold. So I'm just going, okay, well, glad you have your dog back. Not really. And then my client, who had been talking to her coming around the corner, whispers to me, "Deb, I really don't think she even cares about the dog. She doesn't even want the dog." And I was like, that's it. Turned around and I said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "This dog is in desperate need of veterinary care." I go, "Can I have him?" She goes, "I think so. Hold on." She texts her mom. She goes, "Yep, you can have him. Here you go." And then she says to her little 7-year-old daughter, maybe 5, "All right, say goodbye to Nene." Never looked back. That was it. So, little Nene, I have got with me in the car. I apologize profusely to my clients who were incredibly understanding, incredibly supportive, and I said that I would absolutely make it up to them, and they were like, "No, let me try to get this angle." Somehow, I think he might be camera shy. That's his tooth. So I will be taking him first thing in the morning to our vet and having whatever needs to be done, and then we'll make a decision. Oh, and then I asked if he was neutered, and she said no. I said, okay, up to date on vaccinations? Yeah, I think so. I said, well, I gave her all my information and said, will you please have your mom contact me so that I can get the veterinary records, because I don't want to have to vaccinate this dog if he has recently been vaccinated. I highly doubt that he has, though. So just breaks my heart, absolutely breaks my heart. And obviously they didn't care about the dog, and so now he's gonna know what love and compassion feels like, right?
Right. We'll take care of this little baby boy.
So
We love you, Nene. Welcome
anyway, we'll keep you posted. Bye.